Thanks quite a bit. Welcome out to the Skyline Comedy Cafe. We have quite a show for you that I'm amazed you showed up for. We got a full house and we got bachelorettes here. This is an Unbookables show. I don't know exactly what that means. The Unbookables are a crew of my friends that are complete fuck-ups and poor business people and drunks and addicts and fall down sloppy, inebriate people that don't usually attract bachelorette parties. And that's really what we want to do with this, is brand it so that folks that have functions don't show up and stare at you blankly for being fucking vulgar and foul and generally socially unacceptable. But welcome out, bachelorettes. I'm glad you, like the rest of America, doesn't treat comedy as an art form, but more so like an adult Chuck E. Cheese for all occasions. Thank you. I'm sure this can be nothing but a good omen for your upcoming nuptials. People come to comedy like it's all Jay Leno family friendly and they show up for any occasion. Betty's getting transferred to Albuquerque. We better take her out. Where should we go? Should we go to karaoke or bowling? Or wait, I have a coupon for comedy. I filled out that mailing list and I get lucky every week. And then they show up and they see the shit you're about to see tonight. And they can't fill out that comment card fast enough. I can't believe they said this and that, and I was trying to dress up my friend Betty in the best balloon twisty hat I could find, and then we had to be subjected to all this foul talk and unpopular opinion. Like your fucking opinion counts. You fill out that comment card for one reason. You bitch, you complain I'll never be back. They still market the fuck out of you and you shuffle back for a hypnotist. But I can't blame you. That's just the way you've been trained. You're trained to, oh, I'm at a bachelorette party, I should go to a comedy club and they'll pick on me. It's the way you're trained. It's like if you had a bachelor party, you're trained to think, well, maybe I should rent a stripper and get some porno. But I would be the kind of porno where she's only 13 and they kill her at the end. It might not be appropriate for your function. Maybe you should have read the box better. So I'll be here to spout off at the end of the whole thing. I'm just here to MC and headline because I'm a control freak. But we're also here for a reason. We're also doing a benefit. We're taping tonight for a live CD to pay for our good friend Arthur Hinty's stomach stapling, because he's one of you. He's been a friend of mine for years, and he's from Wisconsin, so he's one of you big fat gigantosaurs that can't stop the fucking flow of deep fried from going down his gullet, and his insurance won't cover him from that airborne virus of obesity that floats around here. You need a SARS mask to avoid the mayonnaise and cheese sauce. And so we figure if we put out a CD of the Unbookables, because the Unbookables on their own can't seem to put out their own fucking CDs. It's hard to edit shit when you're drunk in a gutter. We put it out all on one CD, we can pay for one fat man to become thin again and realize he still probably won't get pussy. Let's just get this going. Andy's already fucking hammered. I don't want to have to make him wait too long in there. He'll fucking pass out in his own puke. First comic coming to the stage. He's worked with me here before. You know him. Ask him about the other night when he got beaten by black hookers with a belt and forced to renounce his white heritage. All because I told the girl she could come to the after party. It's a long story, but all of ours are. Andy Andrist!
Give it up one more time, Doug. Stanhope, he'll be out here later in a little bit, so don't get off. You know, like, man, I wish that clean guy from up front was here. These guys is fucking dirty. We don't need that shit in Appleton. Are the fucking lights, why do I see all these fucking faces tonight? Aren't they usually dimmed? Is this some sort of a fucking, am I on acid? I'm coming off of Klonopin. It's not a good day drug when you're gonna go eat at Mary's. Because you gonna eat some of that fucking food there and you get sleepy anyway, but you're coming off of that shit, you fucking heads in your eggs. It's not a good one. You guys support the troops here in Appleton? Yeah, of course we do. Well, yeah, all right, what do you guys do for them? No, the ones that support the troops, what do you do for them?
Color guard, mail them porn.
Okay, one guy mails them porn. We don't fucking, you're not allowed to say that anymore. You don't fucking give a fuck. That's what your magnet on your car should say. I don't give a fuck about the troops really in reality because I just clap. You send them porn, do you send them like weird freak porn or amputee porn? That's what they're gonna be into. If you think about it, eventually, if they're fucking, you know, there long enough, they need boots on the ground, but if they lose a boot, they're still on the ground. I think they need to come home. We got a border problem in this country. Mexican border, there's 60 brown people swimming across right now in our country, coming in, and nobody going out. That's what we need. This ain't a great white concert, motherfucker. Everybody can't come in. We got pyrotechnics and big fun. We can't have it like this. There's only one exit, so sorry, you can't get in. Motherfuckers, I'll fucking, that sucks. No, you're lucky you didn't get in. We need to trade at the border. That's what we need. Not necessarily to keep Mexicans out, because there's a lot of fucking aimless shit to clean up in this country. Come on in, fuck, we ain't gonna do it. We just need to trade them at the border. We've got all kinds of fucking riff-raff and shitbags and fucking dimwits and fucking retards. Line them all up at the border. Say, 60 just came in. You gotta go. Sorry. Hey, loudmouth, way too fucking drunk and dumb at the Packer game that yells in your face for 4 fucking quarters in a blowout. You're out of here. You're a fucking soccer fan now. Get the fuck out. Take your big fucking cheese head and get the fuck out and start cheering for some fucking football. Only it ain't football, it's soccer. But you don't tell them that. You just fucking shove them out. Big fat white girls that fuck the Mexican dudes. You're out of here. Sorry, it's nothing personal. We just want to cut down on their incentive to come over here. They're not coming over here to do no laborious jobs. What them bitches is coming over, they're coming over for bitches. Big, fat, white, blonde girls with asses that only a brother could love. We support the troops. Nobody supports the troops. We don't even fucking wave at them at the airport anymore. Man, it's like the guy who just cleaned the Jack Shack at the fucking roadside jerk house. You don't go, I wouldn't have done it. We're free to not join. We're fucking cowards. We don't want to be involved, right? Why should you send an 18-year-old kid, you trick market him thinking he's going to get some hero pussy and go over there in an adventure of a lifetime? Then he comes home with a stack of amputee porn and a drinking problem. How do you know that guy can kill when you look into his pimply face on graduation day? How do you know that's the guy who'll fucking put a bullet in someone unless it's a school shooter or something? Then you know, oh, get in line, you're in. You don't know, under fire. Who's the fucking hero? Who's the coward? Who's gonna get court-martialed for not being able to do the gig and end up in fucking jail for it? We got people in this country in prison who've already killed people. They're the first fucking troops right there. They've already done the gig. They don't need no fucking high-tech weaponry. Fucking A, give them a... Here, you killed with a claw hammer, your court records say. Here's a claw hammer. We ain't got a full uniform. Just take your fucking claw hammer and your denim shorts and head over there. You, sir, are supporting your country. You are fighting for the freedom of everybody who hates you. Hope she don't come back. Every murderer, proven murderer, and even OJ should have to put a uniform on and go fight the war on terror. Scott Peterson, wake up. Hey, you got your boat back. The good news is you're gonna go fishing in the Tigris River, motherfucker. And you got a fucking mission now. You're back on your game. You don't need to dye your hair. We got your back. We support you, or we're gonna be over here gas guzzling and consuming. Send the homeless to fight the war. Every street corner guy with a sign, broke, stranded vet. Well, you've already done the gig. Get in the truck. You're going back in. Go fucking sleep on benches over there. That's what they do. We need occupation troops. Well, that's what they fucking do. They occupy. I don't fucking occupy shit. No loitering. Well, they fucking loiter. Fight a war, motherfucker. You don't need to fight a war. They just go over there and they're in uniform and shit and get blown up and shot every day. And the papers won't say more troops killed. It'll say homelessness solved. Then you can walk down the street with change jingling in your pocket, just like it was the 20s again. Jingling. You got any change in your pocket? No, I've got a bunch of nails. All right, one line too many sometimes. I buy self-help books at garage sales. That way, they're already highlighted. That's another joke. If I said one more line, it wouldn't work, but you like that. But you're not patient. That's your fucking problems. Art is, we're getting Art stapled. He eats too much. He's a fucking custard addict. It's fucking sad. You're all on custard, right? Fucking eating your... Food is killing people in this country. There's a weight epidemic. Obesity's fucking... Everybody's fat, except in Idaho, where it all started. Because they got the potatoes, and they're like, can't do nothing with a potato, but when you deep fry it, it turns the regular person into a fucking food addict, a dangerous food addict, and it starts slow, right? You get your french fries at McDonald's, you're high, you drop one, and you're like fucking knifing around, you almost hit a fucking family, trying to find one more fucking french fry. It's a gateway food is what it is. It leads you to fucking hamburgers and cheese, and that's where you come in. You are the fucking cheese capital of the world. But you know what they do in Idaho that keeps everybody thin? They don't fucking eat their own product. Look at you, you fat fucks. Lay off of it. Just one fucking meal without cheese on everything. On your potatoes, on your fucking dick, when your wife's sucking your dick. You know, this blowjob's very good, but wouldn't some warm nacho cheese on my dick make this even a little better for us all? Something like that. Klonopin is not a two-show drug. Tell everything you didn't abort. So I don't even want to be out of bed right now. Fucking Klonopin. Klonopin's like a fucking warm hug from your mother that doesn't lead to sex. I don't know what I'm saying. This is all available out in the lobby after the show. This is a bit of a miracle that I'm even here. Man, straight up, man, when you get a second chance, you better fucking run with it. You gotta fucking... You can't fuck around. This is Appleton, Wisconsin. We only bring the finest comedy available at under $1,100 budget. Only the finest. And they have to cut corners. It's a family business here. I don't know if you know that. It's not like fucking, you know, Starbucks or fucking Walmart. It's family-owned business here. Cliff back there, detail guy, gets a lot of things taken care of around here. The comedy condo, we stay at the comedy condo, and it's up the road a piece. You'll probably all be there doing drugs with us later. But there's a look, and here's what went wrong last time. There's a bunch of rules, right? And you're supposed to go, well, that's why I'm wearing the booties, just so, because I won't remember that shit later when I'm fucking, you know, when I'm drunk. See, this is where the drugs come into play. That's why it's good when you're editing. It'll sound like a real tight piece after Swissel goes to his basement for 6 months. Yeah, he'll edit this here too. There's where the drugs really play a part. I forgot what I was talking about. But you don't want to be at Mary's having breakfast in that condition because your feet don't work. Instead of being dragged out with a guy on each arm. But you're walking past people who are fucked by life anyway with their fucking walkers and they're retarded and dragging out of there, and you feel like, wow. Here's something you should never say to the parent of a retarded kid. Get lots of pictures, they grow up fast.
What did you say?
Before you know it, they'll be off to college. You'll have a sewing room someday. Oh, no, you won't. He'll be doing the same cute shit when he's 45. They're gonna light me at some time, and that's an indication that I've had enough to drink. They gave me the light right there. What's that light, like definite get off? 3 minutes. 3 to 5? Well, no, that's on the CD. That's tempting though. Get her done. No, I'm not. I'm gonna.
Copycat killer.
I read newspapers a lot because I like to know how people die or in reckless death. Because I like what? I'm just gonna lay down and nap. He had 3 different good options on the table. Why did he just lay down and nap? Because he was pondering it. I think I should be able to choose how I die. I think they should have a way that you could make your wishes known so you're not Terry Schiavo. Should we kill her? No, let's put her to work at a gravy factory. We'll just put a conveyor belt so that it can... Human gravy. See, she's still a functional human. I don't want it to come to that. I've thought out how I want to die. I don't want... Death is too important a decision to leave to chance. You know how they have that Make-A-Wish Foundation where people who are dying from AIDS get to meet Tony Danza? Shit! My skin burns. I don't know what the meaning of life is. But man, is that Tony Danza charming. They should have the equivalent for when you're gonna die, right? People die in their sleep. Isn't it beautiful? They died in their sleep. Well, if that's what they wanted, but if not, then that's fucked. People should fill out a comment card and fucking list how they want to die. Like, I want to be eaten by a bear, but yours could be different. Like, you always see in the paper, like, a whole bunch of Jews died in a bus crash, and you just figured they went in together. Well, we're all gonna die. Let's just save money on it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at Jew jokes because we're so deep in their pockets. It isn't funny. Then, see, this is better than the Walmart motherfucker. My grandpa was raped and brutally beaten to death. Oh my God, that's horrible. No, it's what he wanted. He was always a closet queer and it was his gift to his family. That's my 3 to 5. Goodbye. is he? Where is he, drunkard?
Ironically, I was stuck behind a waitress. We've been in their way all fucking week. Andy Andrist. That's 10 minutes of solid comedy in 20 minutes. Klonopin's like a warm hug from your mother that doesn't lead to sex. Had me fall down upstairs in the green room. These are the rules. Andy mentioned the rules at the Comedy Condo. He's not fucking around. This is actually this many rules. You do comedy 16 years and you think you get to a level where you don't have to deal with TGI Fridays kind of. The Condo is for this week's performing comedians only. For the courtesy of the other comics, no other guests, spouses, significant others, club staff, etc. are permitted under any circumstances, regardless, underline, regardless. I'm using the underline inflection. Regardless if it's okay with the other comedians. And then next, we've made every effort possible to update and make this place comfortable. It's your responsibility. Oh wait, every effort to make it comfortable, except for, how about getting some pussy after the show? Could that be okay to get pussy? Could I have some significant other, some fucking dumb whore to fuck? I don't care about a microwave or digital cable. I'd like to empty off in a dumb girl at the end of the night. Could I do that? I'd prefer a smart girl, but yeah, I'll settle for dumb and I'll trade you back that fucking alarm clock that you spent fucking $6.99 at the Walgreens on to make me feel at home. Unbelievable. Can I not stand out in the mud to smoke? All right, I'm not going to say much in between because Andy just fucking filled up a lot of time that was not afforded him. So ladies and gentlemen, this next lovely lady coming to the stage is a good friend of ours from north of the border. She fucking married her way in the country, you know how it works. But she's the subtle, funny influence in our lives that won't give up the pussy, but we still like to have her on the show. Are you close by, Lynn? Would you like to come up and say a few words to the people? Thanks. Lynn Shawcroft, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that banjo going.
All right. Let's keep it going for... Did you guys like Andy? Yeah. Really? A little bit creepy. Don't you think? All right. I'm gonna do a little time. You know, I mean, it's been fun. I've been on the tour with these guys maybe 5 days, and I've lost my cell phone and some shoes and dignity. I'm not scared of you motherfuckers. Not at all. Yes, I am. Anyway, I'm from Canada originally, and you guys might know this. Up in Canada, we have free medical insurance, and it's totally cool. But this is how free it is to rub it in your Yankee faces. You're up in Canada, you're hanging out with your best friend, it's Friday night, you got nothing to do. It's like, Tracy, do you want to go get a CAT scan or something? It's free. I'll break your back. Like the mafia is completely ineffective up in Canada. They're like, give us our money, we'll break your legs. It's like, all right. I'll go to the hospital for a couple of weeks. That's kind of like Club Med if you're poor. I used to live in Toronto. One of the reasons I left is because me and my boyfriend of a long time broke up. But I was kind of looking forward to the breakup because you know when you go out for a really long time, you get to have a huge fight at the end where you divvy up the possessions you've accumulated during your relationship. Like, you take the car, I'll have the CDs, you can have the kids, and I'll have the books or something. But me and my boyfriend were really, really poor. So it was like I had to march around the house for 4 days going, those are my matches, motherfucker. Put the toilet paper down, please. You guys like TV, don't you? I love TV. But I know some people that like act like they don't watch TV makes them better than you. And they always try to like let that information into every sentence. Like I was hanging out with this girl the other day and I'm like, hey, Chrissy, do you want some orange juice? And she's like, I don't have a television. Let's hear it for Banjo Randy. That was just to buy some time to think of what else I was going to say. I've been traveling around this really old motorhome, which is totally cool though, because it breaks down. I'm fucking home. Like if I hit a tree or the engine falls out, I'm like, who wants to play Scrabble or something? People are like, hey Lynn, where do you live? I'm like, side of the highway. When are you moving? When I get a carburetor. I was at the grocery store today and I got to do my favorite thing is where you get to check out your own groceries all by yourself. Have you guys done that? It's amazing. You like scan the product, then you put it in a bag, then you push buttons, and you put money in. And I thought, you know what? I'm getting way too excited about doing someone else's fucking job. You got me. I'm gonna go to the Christmas party. I'll be making out with the produce guy. Come on, Steve. I worked here for a second. I'm kind of a loser now, but when I was a kid, I was really, really smart. I was actually a child prodigy. You might have heard of me. Like when I was 8 years old, I could knit like a 92-year-old woman. But you grow up so fast, you know, like the hats and the mittens and the fucking cocaine and shit. It was like knit one, purl two, blowjob. It was like... I didn't have a childhood, people. I was thinking about having kids once, but I think it's scary to have kids because I think if you have a child, chances are because society's so creepy, they're gonna like grow up weird. So I've decided I'm just gonna like fuck them up first. Like first off, I'm gonna make them wear like ancient Hawaiian outfits when they're 2. I'd be like, go put your grass skirt on. And I'm gonna tell them that there's no such thing as real animals, they're all just computer generated. So we'll be camping and my kids will be running towards a grizzly bear and I'd be like, go play with the bear, it's just a screensaver. And then they get mauled to death and it's disgusting, but like they don't do drugs. It's like roundabout. I was working on my resume today. I don't want a job or anything like that. I think a resume is just a perfect opportunity to lie about yourself. Like everyone puts computer skills, you know, find well they use like a bank machine once or twice. I say lie your head off. Like the other night I came home from a party and I was like really, really drunk and I wiped out on my neighbor's lawn. I took out a couple of shrubs and I got up and I was like, I'm a fucking landscaper. Randy and I were over in Ireland a couple months ago, and Ireland's really cool, except they're a little bit weird. This one beautiful Irish morning, I was on my way to the bar, and I saw this bicycle locked up to a keg of beer. It's like if you're a thief, it's a fucking win-win situation. It's kind of like hiding a wallet underneath a chocolate chip cookie. Okay, did Stanhope come out of the bathroom yet? No, oh fuck. I'm just gonna go see how he's doing, everybody. Mr. Stanhope, oh fuck, you got a cigarette?
If we get busted for smoking in the bathroom, it better be by my principal. Are you done? Are you really done? Ladies and gentlemen, hang on, give me a drink. Big round of applause for Lynn Shawcroft. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is it that we live like that? Legally I can smoke on stage. I'm just trying not to do it in front of you because that's fucked up. Watching someone smoke when you can't is like watching porno without being able to jack off. It's unfair to the customer, but it's come to this where everyone wants the government to settle their problems rather than just finding a place that's already non-fucking smoking. They'll have cameras in there soon. Surveillance nation, Big Brother, again, watching you. In Chicago, you hear they're doing that? Mayor Daley's forcing them to put cameras in all bars that are open till 4 a.m. because if you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't do blah, blah, blah. Texas, you heard about Texas where they're arresting 2,200 arrests in the last 6 months for being drunk in a bar. They go into bars now undercover, and if you're drunk, yes, it was huge news a couple weeks ago. 2,200 arrests this year. Surveillance nation, Big Brother, time to fucking break shit up, bust some furniture. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, on millions and millions of hours of security footage, the most heavily videotaped city, every square inch, there's a black bulb above it taping you. The time you thought that No one was looking when you puked into your purse on the elevator will one day be released as a new Fox wacky video show, Sunday night at 9. That fucking hooker that you obviously knew was a dude because the erection sporting through the leather miniskirt could not be missed. And Bob Saget's doing a wacky voiceover behind it. This Sunday on Fox. All right, I'm going to try to even the fucking alcohol out with the... And bring up your next act, who is fucking very, very angry that I did coke and he did not. A man who was arrested Wednesday night and detained briefly before our friends talked the cop out of taking him away because he walked out of Cleo's in a blackout and urinated in the street. Andy has the citation to prove it. All of our stories are true. He just doesn't remember any of his. Come on up, Sean Rouse. Get your arthritic knees up those stairs.
Thank you, Mr. Stanhope. All lies! All lies! How about a hand for that whore, everybody? Doug Stanhope. And everybody you've seen tonight. I don't know why I'm on this Unbookables tour. I have no problem getting booked. It's just keeping the week. That's the problem. Normally that first day in, you know, that's when it happens. I guess I just get excited. I don't know. Something always goes wrong, though, normally. Yeah, I got almost arrested for pissing on the street here in Appleton. I'd like to apologize, first of all, for pissing all over your lovely city. That was not planned on the way up here. Just kind of all fell together. Just drunk and pissing on stuff. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But this just goes to prove it that, you know, with this Patriot Act, they're really taking our freedoms away. I mean, you can't even walk out of a bar anymore in a blackout and start pissing on a transformer box. And the cop comes up to me. They pull me aside. Normally there's somebody there, like a handler, you know. I mean, it's kind of like whenever I party, I turn into a retard, pretty much. But I need a handler. I need somebody there, you know, just to make sure that I keep all my clothes on. There's no biting. Obviously, you know about the pissing. But I just need somebody there. And they left me alone for about 5 seconds the other night. A little too long. I already had my dick out. And the cop, he tells, well, this boy from Texas here, he's looking at my ID, this boy from Texas thinks he can come up to Wisconsin and just piss wherever he wants to. And then we debated a little bit back and forth. I think I had some strong points. I don't remember exactly, but I think I made my case. But that's just the way it's going, you know. A couple of months back, I was in Houston, and I was in a bar, and it was in a bathroom. I hadn't seen a friend in a long time. We were in there doing some blow, and when a cop pulled us out of there, snatched the bag up. We'd just finished, luckily, but snatched the bag up, kicks us out of the bar. Another freedom lost, guys. Don't even try to get head in a handicap stall anymore. Nah. Thrown out of that bar. Another freedom gone. Till we got to the parking lot. Pissing, that's nothing for me. Pissing outside. He's lucky I didn't take a shit when he put me in the squad car. He's lucky. Oh, really? You want to write me a ticket? All right, yeah. Clean that up. How about that? And I should have. And I was holding weed, too. So I could have missed tonight, definitely. I could have had a little smoke on me, you know what I'm saying, Grandma? Huh? Or he could Could have really nailed me. I'm in the back of the squad car trying to get to my fucking smoke with cuffs on. Going, oh, I gotta dump this. Guess what? It's rolled up in smoke now. Yeah. No more evidence, boys. No more evidence. But if you look at me, who wants to take this baby to jail? I mean, look at me. I'm like a little angel, aren't I? Huh? Go ahead, yeah. And whenever you shut the door on me and Jesus appears in your head, you'll answer to him. And then at the end, they let me go with a ticket. Here's your ticket, $186. Well, looks like this boy from Texas can piss all over your fine city for $186. I guess everybody's got their price. But I'd like to apologize again for pissing. I didn't know. They went with Banjo Randy. Nice choice. Nice choice. I was wondering about it fitting the... Because if you hear a banjo at the beginning of a comedy show, you're thinking, oh my God, we're about to get her done. We're going to get her done all night. So I was worried the banjo might throw you off a little bit. I think you guys understand what kind of show it is. How are you, Banjo? Good, sir. Good. And hey, take care of the wait staff here, guys. They've been having to put up with our shit the entire week. You know, a normal week, they probably have 2-3 comics come in. And there's not a lot of places to sit for the comics here. So we have to loiter around in the back, you know, and try and squeeze through to order drinks and stuff. So with 2 or 3 people in a normal week, you know, no big deal. But whenever Stanhope and his merry band of half-fags, molestation stories, sluts, fat guys with banjos, tweakers, you know what I mean? And so for a normal week for them, there's like maybe 2 or 3 guys hanging around the back. So normally they're just working their way around 2 or 3 guys, you know, something like that. But whenever we bring in this fucking circus of fucking degenerates, they're walking around everywhere. And it's not like walking past a normal person, you know? Like one of you girls, we're just like, oh, excuse me, you know? And then if they were to say, excuse me, you'd go, oh, pardon me. And then the only thing that would stick out is your fat, round, delicious ass. I'm sorry, I have a sex addiction. But no. But anyone else, you know, you just slide by them. But here, it's like a bunch of fucking fat guys, you know? You got a fat guy in, so it's like they got a tray full of drinks, and they're like, can I get by? Could you turn? I did. Fuck you, bitch. What? I was just being nice. You know, or you got half cripples like me. Can I get out of their way? Fuck you, I'm on stairs, you fucking... What are you, my grandma? Or Andy, you seen Andy? You saw him, you seen him when he's drunk? Yeah. I don't know how to describe him. Whenever he gets all fucked up, he's like... I just watched 5 minutes of Jurassic Park 3 today. So, he's like a velociraptor if velociraptors could be fags. He's like bounces around like this. Can I get another? Don't make it a double! Ah! And you're thinking, if that dinosaur walks into the bathroom, I'm gonna get him to suck my cock, you know? And then you're like, oh, it's my buddy Andy. Let's do bong hits. So take care of the girls. And they do a lot for the community. Go ahead and laugh. But it's serious. They do a lot for the community. And they never talk about it. So humble. So humble. They give away half of everything they make every week. Not a joke. Half of everything. Yeah. This week it's going to a fund for a young woman who just recently gave birth to 8 children at once. You can laugh, but that's a miracle. Guys, that is a drug-induced miracle. This girl's already got everything she wants. She's got a van, formula, diapers. The one thing she doesn't have, these girls are going to go out and buy her a brand new shiny red wagon. No, not for the kids, just something to carry her snatch in. Oh, come on, people. 8 kids in one sitting? There's going to be some tissue damage, guys. There's going to be, sorry, buddy. There's going to be some tissue damage. I don't know what dream world you live in up here. But winter's over. I know they're doing the big show for art, trying to get some money raised. I kind of got a problem with it. Not with art. I don't mind cutting his guts out. I'd do it myself if they'd let me. $25,000 for that surgery, gastrointestinal bypass. And I was like, $25,000? How much weight does he need to lose? Because, I mean, I don't know. He could go on the road with me. We'd have to drive, because we'd be carrying a lot of coke. But we could knock that off of him in about 2 months, I think. If we really stuck to it. But, you know, he's a fat man. I'm a crippled fuck. I have rheumatoid arthritis. So, you know, these guys have seen me for years, walking around, bent over, hands turning into hooks, slowly. Where's my fucking show? You've known Art a fucking 6 months? Where's my show? For that surgery, we could have got me the good medicine for 2 years straight. You kidding me? I would have put on weight, probably all muscle, be able to work out again. Yeah, everything go back to normal. The hands would go back. I get rid of my lupus rash. Oh, by the way, guys, not face herpes. Not face herpes. No, it's not. It's a little touch of the lupus. That's funny, isn't it? Yeah. See, you may have noticed I have rheumatoid arthritis. See that hand? It's okay, guys. It's not a prop. This is for real. It's a little rheumatoid. See how the fingers are drifting towards the pinky? And that happens when you have RA and you spend a lot of time on the road. You know, it's lonely out there, guys. It's lonely. But I just started to develop symptoms of lupus. The butterfly rash started last year. They call it that because of the shape and because it makes all the pussy fly away sporadically like little butterflies in the wind. It's a joke. I get laid. But yeah, I also got pericarditis last year. Inflammation of the heart sac. Brought on from caring too much. Yeah, when that hits, it's scary because all of a sudden your heart starts going. And with me, it was like 4 a.m. I'm in a hotel by myself. You know, I got like 3 lines left. And I've never had to flush Coke, guys. So I split it into 2 lines, and I did it. To get rid of it quick. That's scary, though. The old pericarditis. Last year, though, I did way too much blow. I did enough blow last year to kill a fucking horse. Luckily, I had enough blow on me to bring that horse back to life. Keep him running. Keep him running. And he ran here tonight. But don't worry, guys. I got the new medication coming. Just got insurance, yeah. So, I mean, the face is gonna clear up. Get rid of my waterway from my prednisone. Maybe my hair will grow back. I might grow a couple inches, put on some weight, all muscle. Pretty much if you fuck me, you're fucking Heath Ledger. Nothing wrong here, guys. Nothing wrong here. Let me give you something everybody can enjoy. I'd like to talk to you guys now about some of the differences between men and women. Chicks cry when you punch them. Thanks, everybody. I've been Sean. Have a good night. Hit it, Banjo.
Sean Rouse. Give Sean another round of applause. Sean Rouse. I'm sorry, we'll do a benefit for you one day. See, the reason we did a benefit for Art and not you is when we can find a town where 93% of the population is morbidly arthritic and will support it and have some sympathy, then we'll do your benefit there. And we've known Art for years, not 6 months. Art was one of those guys I met here at the Skyline. He came up from Milwaukee. It was that awkward period in my career where like I went from completely unknown to then I'd have like obscure people find my shit on the internet. So then I was like 99.9% completely unknown, except for one creepy fucking dude all alone who found my shit on the internet, and he thinks I'm wildly popular, and he, you know, traveled by goat back 6 days across the desert to see my show and slept out for tickets like it was gonna sell out, and there's only 19 people in the audience. And then all of a sudden I have a fan, and I've never had a fan before, so I don't know how to react, so I have to hang out with the guy, and then the next thing you know, he's at Thanksgiving dinner because you're just so grateful to have a fan, and they're always the creepiest dudes in the world. It's just some pasty guy who sits around 20 hours a day in his mom's basement on the internet and is so white he could get a sunburn just staring at a Japanese flag and socially retarded. And I would have a bunch of those friends, but Art was one of the good ones that panned out, and we've been friends ever since. So when we decided to do this for him, we told him if we're doing this benefit show for you, you better put a few jokes together and get on fucking stage. So here he is, Mr. Arthur Hinty.
Thanks, everybody. Sean, the reason this benefit is not for you is because you do not swallow. Just last night I found this out. My name is Arthur, and I am an addict. I'm addicted to food and pussy. Guess which one is harder to find in Wisconsin? I'll tell you one thing, for a hint, my car is not filled with rappers from Vagina King. The good news is, though, that a bacon double cheeseburger is smart enough to shut the fuck up when I'm trying to eat it. What can you do? Another problem with my hunt for pussy is that God didn't help me out down there very well. It just didn't happen for me. He gave me a lot up here, and then he stopped. Long time ago, I gave my cock the nickname of the tortoise, just like the old fable. It spends a lot of time hanging out behind the hair. And then the race starts, and it's the first to finish every fucking time. So I have to help myself out a lot. A lot of track practice, if you know what I mean. But I don't jack off for pleasure anymore. I do it for social commentary. My favorite time to jack off is right before I have to go to work. I'll get out of the shower, pound one off, take my right hand and wipe that chamois off my belly, jump straight in the car, drive downtown, walk into the boss's office and say, "How you doing, buddy?" And he'll shake my hand and smile and say, "How you doing, Arthur?" And I'll say, "I'm spent." Problem is that trying to find a hot chick and get her in bed, for a guy like me, it's like running the triathlon. You gotta be brave to give it a try in the first place. You gotta be fit and trim in order to succeed at it. And if you're fat, you wind up sweating and breathing heavy and finishing off all by yourself. That is until the policeman comes up and says, "Get the fuck out of the park, we're closed, you pervert." And I'm just trying to say, this one's for the cure, Susan B. Komen. I've been caught in the park many times by the cops. They look at me and they figure I'm one ice cream truck shy of an Amber Alert. It's all I have left. You know, women, I don't understand their logic at all. I mean, you ask a girl if you can fuck her in the ass and she says, it's a reasonable request, but I'm going to say no. So next week you say, "Hey, how about if you just shit in your hand and jack me off with it?" And that's sick somehow. What's the matter, sweetheart? Corn's not gonna fuck up your nails. Let's go. So I gotta go for the hookers, you know. I work downtown Milwaukee, I drive down North Avenue, and they're always there every night at 2 in the morning trying to get me to pick them up and take them around into the alley. One time I was driving home and this great big hooker jumped off the curb and pulled her shirt up and was jiggling everything right in front of me as I was trying to drive past. I mean, great big woman just bouncing all over town, and I just kept on driving because I figured if I wanted to see pendulous breasts and a stretchy mac and cheese gut, I'll just jack off standing up next time. Yeah, but there's one place where the hookers are beautiful, and that's Costa Rica. Doug took me down there last year. For $140, I had 2 chicks in bed and had a good old time. It's legal, and it's clean, and it's fun. So, of course, first thing I wanted to do is buy some property down there. I talked to the realtor, and he says, "You know, if you have a $100,000 house in Costa Rica, that's only $600 a year in property taxes." I said, "Shit, in Milwaukee, I pay $3,100 for the same house. That's about $2,500 worth of Costa Rican hot fuck action that Governor Doyle is cock blocking away from my little tourists. That son of a bitch." That's enough out of me. I'll see you when I'm skinny. I'm Arthur Hinty. Now it's time for the next president of these United States, Mr. Doug Stanhope.
How about that? 4 days in comedy. How about that? 4 days. Arthur, watching you brand new on stage, you remind me of a younger me when I was 46 and obese and dressed as Cedric the Entertainer. It brings a teardrop to my lazy eye. Come on, baby. Fucking fantastic job, Arthur. He masturbates a lot. It doesn't surprise you, but it's still not a pretty visual, is it? Here's the goof, is we're getting your stomach stapled, but we're getting it stapled to Randy's stomach. A big fucking push me, pull you at the buffet till it explodes. We got money on who goes first. All right. This country is so obsessed with fat on either side of the fat coin, where they're obsessed with obesity is an American epidemic, but on the other side, we're so obsessed with how we look, these girls are making themselves puke, and they're dying of anorexia because of our obsession with beauty, and they ignore that wide berth in the middle of people who are in really great shape and go to the gym because they're afraid no one wants to fuck them. That's a big part of it. It's you pick one side or the other. Are we killing? Is the media making you puke up meals so you're fuckable? I don't know if the media tells me what I find attractive in a woman. I think My dick tells me what I find attractive in a woman, even if I disagree at the moment. And I've yet to wake up and find my cock thumbing through a Vogue magazine going, I like that. It's my dick. And it doesn't matter what you look like. I want to find the girl that looks like a girl who you don't get sick of fucking later. Like, I've never met that girl, no matter what the look. Like, right? You get sick of fucking somebody, no? Yeah, it's horrible. I wish I like the idea of a long-term relationship, because, you know, I forget a lot of my stories. I like someone to remind me that's been there throughout the years. And no, that was that one time. No, whatever. But yeah, I'm not saying sick of fucking, you like puke on your back. Like, oh, this is so foul. Oh, geez. Oh. I mean, there's no conquest involved anymore, and that kind of, it ruins it for you. You wish that you had that, and it has nothing to do with looks, or you just want someone younger or, you know, thinner. It has nothing to do with that. If you can get fat in the amount of time it takes me to get sick of fucking you, that's one hell of a pie eating contest right there, Jackson. That's a lot of fucking loaves of bread in a row, because the first 5 times you bang someone and the last million times are 2 different worlds. First 5 times, oh, the 4th time I blew a load across her skull. What do you do now? I've been through all the holes. Maybe I ought to, that fat chick looks good. You know, don't matter. Have we driven this thing too far? I got a bald girl now. I'd like to call it a midlife crisis, but yeah, my fucking ranking in the death pools around town, it's the end of life crisis, where I moved down to the Arizona border and I split up with my wife, and now I'm with a bald, crazy girl, like serious crazy, fresh out of a mental institution, and she's fantastic. Now, you're not life of the party, lampshade on the head crazy, will say the inappropriate thing. Like, literally, schizoaffective, bipolar, OCD, hears voices, yeah, that kind of, yeah. Lots of medication, lithium, and Effexor and everything just to keep her. She, not even imaginary friends, she has imaginary acquaintances, all right? People that, you know, don't exist, that she doesn't really like or talk to, but she knows them. And it's fantastic. It's something different, and even that kind of different won't stay different for long. I mean, she's got the hot, and she's brilliant, built around the nucleus of absolutely insane and semi-retarded, and the bald head gives it that fine line of walking your own sexuality. You have to question your sexuality when you fuck her from behind, staring at that bald Marine head. You have some boot camp fantasy or whatever you have. I don't know how you guys... I was fucking her during the Cincinnati Steelers playoff game where Carson Palmer got his leg blown out and they put John Kitna in. It's an afternoon game, so we're fucking sideways on the couch from behind, watching the game slowly, working off the hangover and getting into it. And Carson Palmer gets knocked out and they put in John Kitna. And John Kitna, bald head, strong jaw, just like she has. And I'm going, oh, Jesus, you don't have to know who John Kitna is to appreciate it. Pretend you're fucking your boyfriend in the ass from behind, sideways on the couch, and you're watching a movie, and you go, oh, you look just like Parker Posey, who's on the screen or something. Say whatever analogy, but then you're going, oh, fuck, I'm going to pretend you're John Kitna for a while. Oh, you play center, Mr. Kitna. Quit calling me John Kitna. I want you to be my long snapper for like you pretend, and keeps you even. It's a fucking shaved-headed, bald-headed, crazy. I don't know if it's a jinx or what, because I have money on the Bengals plus the 7.5, and I'm like, maybe this could be some kind of good omen, or maybe it could be bad. But either way, they didn't cover, is all I'm saying. We had a DJ friend in Tampa, and he's a funny fuck when he meets her, and he looks at her bald head, and he looks at her, he goes, do the carpets match the drapes? And I go, no, her head's not bleeding right now. Which you kind of wish it would. Kind of wish a girl would bleed a little bit from the head during that time, so you know before you approach her at the bar. Maybe a little out of the corner of the eye, just a little ocular stigmata to warn you away. It's not the right time, because you shouldn't be at the dance bar that night anyway. Fucking short-skirted, and you should have some kind of sign. I'm not saying that, so before a guy fucking blows, I know you can't just come right out and say, oh, why? Are you the fucking dirty one tonight? Are you the shameful time? Did it just start? Because the fucking ring girl is a bleeder. I know that shit spreads around the room like bird flu. Did you just get it? Did you just find out? Because you should have a way to tell a guy. Like, I know you can't just say it out loud. Hey, baby, what's your name? My name is I'm bleeding like a beheaded chicken. What's your name? Yeah, but you can have some kind of signal, like the park fairies have a bandana hanging out of one pocket if they want to suck you off in a public toilet or whatever. And you can have the same thing, a little support the troops kind of ribbon that you wear, subtly, just say, hey, it's get crimson colored and clotted, or however you do it, just so you don't waste the fucking $95 in drinks just to get back to your fucking rent-to-own couch with your hand past the stretch marks and underneath the acid-wash jeans just to have you burst into tears. I should have told you that at the dance club. Get a signal. Put a burning tire around your neck. I don't give a fuck. I want to know. I ain't into that shit. Unless I'm on fucking ecstasy. I like my pussy to taste like chlorinated pool water. I don't want it, I'm not trying to be disgusting, but I don't have to try. I don't want to do a lot of stinky pussy material because it's really not. But have you ever gotten into something that's so bad that you come up stained like it's an aroma tattoo that you can't get rid of? I'm really not trying to be gross. I'm not talking vaguely malodorous. Were you jogging today and didn't get a chance to run through the shower? I'm talking where it's nothing you can do about it. I've never had a vagina, so I don't know how they work. Is some pussy born bad, or does every vagina have an off day and I just didn't ask enough questions before I went scrambling down in there? Because sometimes you antibacterial soap and Jesus, this is oh God, and you boil your fingers in clam chowder for a while, and this is awful. You smear dog shit into your fingers, and this is not any better. I'm not trying to just be disgusting for the sake. I want to know how. The only reason I bring it up is because one of the times that happened to me years ago, but I just found out through a friend of mine that same chick just had a baby. What's the baby gonna smell like, for goodness sakes? I was only in there 90 seconds just to lube it up enough to get cock in there. That poor kid had to sit in there marinating like a Sunday ham for 9 months. He's gonna stink like that till high school. What do you tell people? Jiminy Christmas. Donna, we came over to see your new baby. Where is he? He's in the garage, soaking in kerosene. I wouldn't go in there without a SARS mask. I'm sorry, I used to have some social relevance, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Sometimes you just want to do filthy pussy jokes. I try to watch the news and go, I'm gonna have my fucking finger on the pulse of what's going on. Well, it's all the same shit is going on. The fucking war and the president. I talked about that shit back when it needed to be talked about, back when everyone had flags on their lawn and fucking "We will never forget" bumper stickers. Someone had to say something. And then now that you've all forgot, it's still the same story every day. The Iraq war is the same boring fucking story. 2 guys got killed, and then the RPG killed 3 other guys. It's the same boring. Like I was in Cincinnati. Here's a good example. I'm in Cincinnati. I read the front page of the newspaper. And it was a local story that where a retarded kid, he's 20, but is still a kid, is in retard years, he had killed his autistic roommate. He had strangled him to death. Which you go, all right, that's wicked funny. Like right first day of the story, I got a lot of material out of it through the whole week. It was fucking hilarious because they had pictures of him, and again, he had the whole stereotype gape jaw, fucking Coke bottles and prison orange, hugging the bailiff and crying, I just want to go home. It was wicked funny. My point being, well, I'm one of those guys that gets into those drunk arguments at the bar when you got nothing to talk about, like who'll win in a fight, Batman or Superman, or a grizzly bear versus a tiger, and now I know retard beats autistic. We can scratch that one off the list and go home 5 minutes early and not work out whether the fucking rock and mumble defense is gonna work for the autistic in this hypothetical situation. But my point being that if every consecutive story on the cover of the paper after that were a follow-up to the retard autistic story, where the next day it was 3 autistics take revenge stomping of lone retard in park, and then the next day the retards are mobilizing their forces, and then the autistics are trying to get free elections, and you would get, after 3 years of that, you would be bored with retards versus autistics, and you would want a good Iraq war story. You'd long for that. Until then, fucking retards and autistics way funnier than Iraq. They should put that shit in the Special Olympics. Death matches. Looks like retard is gonna move on to the medal round with the decisive victory over the autistic guy. Next up, we have muscular dystrophy versus hydrocephalic. Stepping into the cage. Hydrocephalic. Sorry, that's death coming, and I welcome it. Hydrocephalic has won 6 straight matches. Yeah, he has, Ken, but he's trying not to get a big head about it. I like that. And in the bronze round, it's Dane Cook versus Larry the Cable Guy. Stay tuned, there's plenty of entertainment. Hey! It's with all the dudes pissing in my green room. What a fantastic backstage. You've heard so many stories tonight that you think are jokes, and they're not. Sean Rouse, I got the call in the middle of the night. Yeah, hang on, we don't know if Sean Rouse is going to jail or not. Schlissel's he was pissing in the street. He's like, and the night before, we were working in Milwaukee, and it's a titty bar with a comedy club downstairs. Comedy club / money laundering joint, because I don't think anyone was there to see comedy. And we're walking out of the titty bar afterwards, and this black stripper, she's just got off work, and she comes up, she goes, "Where's the after party?" I go, "Hey, you can come hang with us if you want." You'd say the same thing, Ma, right? Hey, you can come back to follow us in the car. And then we get out in the car, and she's got some big fucking monstrous white dude that looks like all of you guys fucking driving her, and she goes, "You want some more female company?" And I go, "Fuck yeah, of course you want some more female company. Call your friend." She gets on the phone and she's going, "Yeah, I need to order 2 more girls for this address and make sure they have costumes." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I just ordered hookers? I didn't know. I thought they were strippers that wanted to fuck us." So we get this caravan back at the house, and I try to get her to cancel these girls. I try to, I just thought you guys wanted to drink beer. I don't know if any of these guys are gonna be buying. My friends are broke motherfuckers. They don't have a lot of hooker money. They don't even have fucking, payphone money most of the time. And so she goes to call the service back, and they go, "We're right out front." I look out the front door, there's, I don't know, it's a town car or something. It's all pimped out. And she goes, "Come on out and tell him." And I go out, and the fucking girls are in the front, and this guy looks like Pootie Tang in the back. He's got the entire grill, like the entire stereotype of pimp. He has a fur jacket on. I'm like, this could not be happening. We got photos. Check out the website next week. But you get the picture, so I'm like, I'm not going to tell them to fuck off and cause problems. They know where we live. So I go, "How about, if you girls just want to dance, just dance a couple of songs. I'll pay $50 each." And they come in, and we got ghetto booty. Fucking bam, bam, bam. We tried to have them dance to Banjo Randy, but they would have no part of it. So we're going to get the XM on the digital satellite and fucking ghetto booty. I could smell the girl's pussy when she was dancing that far. It was fucking terrible. But it was funny. It was fucking funny. It's so hard to have fun anymore, and that just fell into our laps. That was accidental fun, which is always the best kind. The shit you plan never works out. It's a good night, that's all I'm saying. One more beer, I'm gonna close this up. I don't do much of shit either. I'm just tired all the fucking time. I watch too much TV and I don't read enough books. I'm not a book snob. Like, I read books occasionally. I don't like book snobs. You know, the ones that get in your face about TV. Why don't you pick up a book? You're sitting in front of the TV all day, stupid. Why don't you read a book? You can read stupid books and watch good television. They're both forms of escapism, right? You're still not doing. Don't act like yours is archaic, so it's better. I like my entertainment. I like to enjoy it with other people sometimes. You can't do that with a book. You can't go, oh, that's really funny. Huh? Isn't that? Oh, yeah, you can't. I'm all alone. Yours is more archaic. That makes it cooler? No, that's like people who like theater. Theater fucking sucks. I'd rather watch a movie. You know? I'm just saying, if you're going to live vicariously through someone else, don't act like yours is better. I watch TV for 12 hours. You read a book for 12 hours. Do you have laundry done? No, neither do I. So you're fucking home. If you want to write a book, then you can come stick your finger in my ass about how much better you are than me, but it's just fucking escapism. My problem with television is I watch TV to hate what I'm watching. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you find yourself watching TV just for the express purpose of fucking, what the fuck is it? Dog the Bounty Hunter on any, like, what the fuck are you fucking idiot. I want you to be dead so bad. I'll watch it now. I know you're not gonna die. And then I'll Google search. I found you can Google search his actual bail bonds company and then leave shitty messages. Like, there's not enough to hate naturally. I gotta seek it out on the TV. Oh, Jesus. Oprah Winfrey is the P.T. Barnum of the new millennium. Like, you used to have freak shows in this country. If you were a human oddity of some kind, you were fucking 1,100 pounds and your head sinking like quicksand into your torso, or you fucking got 9 arms, you could go out with a circus and a carnival and they'd put you on a haystack and people could peep at you through a peephole for 2 bits. And you made a good living, but somewhere along the line, people said that was degrading and derogatory. So now what those same freaks do is they are billed as human interest stories, and they go on Oprah and Maury and Discovery Channel if they're gonna lop something off, but it's all written, it's exploitation written off as human interest. If they can put some harpsichord music behind it, it's a triumph of the human spirit. No, I just want to stare at the freak. We're still staring at the freak on the haystack, but we're going, oh, I don't have to feel bad about it. Ew, look at that guy just, so fucking. Oh, Diane Sawyer has an hour-long inspirational interview with Christopher Reeve, and bling, 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 bling. How's that inspired? Does that make you happy to watch some poor prick gulping air through a blue tube in his neck like a drowning man? Please kill me. I just want to die. I can't feel it. What does that inspire you to do? Oh shit, if he can do that, I'm gonna finish sweeping off the patio. I feel like $1 million. I wanna hear a story that inspires me, because nothing inspires me anymore. Where's the stories you used to hear about your grandpa who smoked 7 packs of Tarrytons a day for his entire life, and he still climbed Mount McKinley when he was 93 years old? I don't hear that one anymore. That inspires me. Charles Bukowski is one of the greatest writers in American history. Skid Row alcoholic. Makes me and fucking Shawnee Rouse look like teetotalers. Didn't write shit till he's like 43 years old. I hear that story, I go, fuck, I can fuck off 4 more years and not do shit. Get me another beer. Thanks. They didn't bring Jaeger with it? Usually they put, are you new? I'm kidding. I'm teasing. She hates me. All the waitresses hate us because there's no place to stand and we're always in their fucking way. The only place to hang out is in the fucking men's toilet, and I have a bad enough reputation without lingering in there in an overcoat. Take care of your wait staff. They get fucked over a lot when we work here because a lot of people use they hate us as an excuse to fuck them over as though they picked us. That guy was not funny at all. Give her nothing. What? Cheap cocksucker. So drop a $100 bill. One of you rich pricks. I love you very much. Jesus. Hang on. When I were to... This... It's an awful thing to bitch about, but can I just get shot-size shots for the rest of the week? Because when you try to impress me, it's not a pussy thing, it's not enjoyable. I'll take 2 of these in a 3-minute period, but it's like sushi. If I ordered some sushi and you go, oh fuck, I want to impress you, and you gave me a 19-pound fucking half a tuna that I have to gnaw into like an apple, that's not very appetizing anymore. Hang on, I got a designated drinker. Could you can half of that for me, Captain? Oh, you're the Opie and Anthony guy. You're the worst. No. Opie and Anthony and Stern, I love. It's the fucking noodle heads who everything has to be about fuck Stern, Opie and Anthony, fuck Opie and Anthony. They're ripoffs of Stern. They're both fucking good, and they're bringing a medium that's actually getting me recognized to light. If you don't have a fucking satellite radio, get it. Don't listen to this fucking dipshit and shithead in the morning. Dude, you know, they're both good. Opie and Anthony, good. What? No, I gotta wait. Sorry, I just noticed that. It's like everything has to be a battle in this country. You know, shit, American Idol. It's fucking karaoke, man. It's the #1 show on television, but because it's a competition, y'all want to jump on someone's side and act like you're winning through them. Or these are songs that if they came on your radio by the original artist, you'd kick the fucking knob off your car. That's a #1 show on television because it's a competition. It's like if they had opera. You wouldn't listen to an opera. Fuck opera, but if it's Battle of the Operas, then you just pick a side. Fuck your opera, bitch. Bring back my opera. Your opera sucks, faggot. Like, fucking live your own life and make your own battles. For God's sake, stop living vicariously through other people. It's all dog shit. We're dead at the end. You know that. You die at the end. Go have fun. I think I'm just gonna close on that. Let's go get fucking hammered. Thank you guys very much.